Hello, today's Pokemon review is on SNORLAX. This is the battle feature figure by Wicked Cool Toys, and this is what it does. This SNORLAX figure was supposed to come out alongside the Aerodactyl and Scizor figures. I couldn't find it in the shops, so I had to wait, and eventually I found it online. On the back we see the other figures released alongside the SNORLAX. And we get this leaflet which shows you other S4 figures. Now I've already done a review on the Haunter, so go and check that video out. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my Pokemon toy reviews, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. Let's have a more detailed look at SNORLAX with a 360-degree spin. So this is his battle feature, and the way it works is you tilt the SNORLAX back on its feet and then it falls over onto its belly. Now I'm assuming this is supposed to imitate a body slam move, but like most battle features, I just don't like it. What is this? Like, what am I looking at here? Like, what is this? I don't get it. Is this supposed to be fun? Like, is this a fun feature? To me, it's just boring. It's just like a one-trick thing. It just does the same thing every time. And with this feature, it doesn't really add anything to the figure. In fact, I think it takes away from the figure. It's forcing the figure now to have its arms in the air and its mouth open. And that's just not what you typically expect the SNORLAX to look like. He's normally lying down, he's normally sleeping or something like that. So it just doesn't make any sense to add this feature to this SNORLAX. I mean, they could have gone with something like maybe an electronic device inside it which makes it snore. Something like they've done with their big plush that they're releasing. And that would have worked so much better than this pointless battle feature that they've got. What I don't get is, how is this battle feature in any way better than an articulated figure? Maybe I'm just way out of whack here, but when I was a kid, I really liked my action figures like Action Man, or you lot will know him as G.I. Joe, or my wrestling figures, my Spider-Man animated series figures. They were all articulated figures and I had hours of fun with them because articulated figures allow you to use your imagination to do whatever you want. Whereas a figure like this, it can only do one thing and you're restricting it to only being able to do this one thing. And by the way, the feature doesn't always work. There were a lot of instances where I cut out where the feature didn't work. So I've put them all together, so here you can see all the times where I tried to get the feature to work but it just didn't work at all. So the fact that the feature doesn't work every time as well just makes the feature that much worse. Look at this, look how it spins on its back here. In fact, I think the spinning on its back is a better feature than the feature they've added to this figure. And spinning on his back would suit SNORLAX more than the feature that they've given it. Like always, let's try to take down Ash with the battle feature. Let's see that again in slow motion. So it does take down Ash pretty easily with its battle feature, but I still don't like it. And I still think it's pointless because you can achieve the same result by just pushing the figure onto the figure you want to take down. And that will work 100% of the time, unlike this feature which half the time doesn't even work. Overall, it is a decent looking SNORLAX. However, there were some paint marks that I found across the body which I'll go into detail later. And you can actually push in the stomach a lot like the Tommy figure, which I will compare it to later. The paintwork is sloppy on this figure. As you can see around the face area, it is not cleanly painted between the two colours. And there are paint marks all over the body, like this white mark at the front here, and there's a white dot on the back here, and another bit of white piece on the side here as well. So quite a sloppy paint job on this figure. The mould on this figure is pretty decent. It does have a good likeness to SNORLAX. and you can see how they've individually sculpted in the fingers and the feet. And one of the good things about this figure is the sculpt of the mouth. They didn't just paint it in, they've actually sculpted it in. You can see here the actual tongue and the teeth, they're all sculpted into this figure. And that adds quite a nice touch to this Snorlax. However, having this open mouth expression on a Snorlax doesn't really suit the character. So the stomach area is soft and you can push it in. One gripe I have about this Snorlax body is I think it's a bit too skinny. It should have been a lot rounder like the Tommy figure, which I will compare it to later. For me, the belly should have been to where my hand is, for it to more accurately represent the Snorlax belly. Articulation wise, there is no articulation on this figure, or there's just one point of articulation. So the arms have no articulation in them. The head also has no articulation on it, so there's no rotation or anything in the head. The only point of articulation would be the feet, which cause the ball feature, so when you rock them back they flip back into their normal position. Height wise, Snorlax stands at 4¼ inches tall, about 3 inches in length and about 2 inches in width. I would have much preferred the width to be about 2½ to 3 inches though. Comparing the Snorlax to the Tommy Snorlax that came out before it, you can see a huge difference in the size between these two figures, the Tommy being much the bigger Snorlax. And this is what I meant by the rounded body. You can see how much more rounded it is on the Tommy figure, whereas on the Wicked Cool Toys version it's more of an egg shape. Obviously the Snorlax also has tons of articulation on it, whereas the Wicked Cool Toys is fixed in this weird position because of its battle feature. The only thing these two figures have in common is you can push in the belly areas. So trying the battle feature onto the Tommy Snorlax perfectly sums up this Wicked Cool Toy Snorlax for me. It's just so bad because you can see the battle feature doesn't even work. In fact, it knocks itself out going against the Tommy figure. And I think that perfectly represents how I feel about both of these figures. The Tommy is a far superior Snorlax figure. And remember when I said I liked the fact that it spins on its back? Well, the Tommy actually spins on its back better than the Wicked Cool Toys. I honestly can't believe that Wicked Cool Toys released this Snorlax figure knowing that the Tommy Snorlax figure already existed. I would have thought they would have at least tried and make it better than what came out before it. Now in this section I like to compare the figure alongside other Pokemon toy lines that I'm collecting. So first up we have the Wicked Cool Toys Gyarados figure, Wicked Cool Toys Gengar, Wicked Cool Toys Haunter, Wicked Cool Toys Blastoise, Wicked Cool Toys Charizard, Wicked Cool Toys Greninja, Tommy Snorlax, Tommy Pikachu, SH Figuarts Mewtwo, SH Figuarts Ash Ketchum, Wicked Cool Toys Ash Ketchum, Pokemon Scale World Red, and Figma Lily. So guys, that was my overall review of the Wicked Cool Toys Snorlax battle feature figure. Overall, I'm very disappointed in this figure. I think it's one of the worst battle feature figures that they've made so far. I think its battle feature is absolutely pointless. I hate the stance that it's in with its arms in the air and its mouth open wide. I just don't think the look befits the Snorlax character. It's also got sloppy paintwork, and the mold in terms of the body, I think it should have been fatter. A whole heap of issues with this figure. If you have access to the Tommy Snorlax, there's no way I would replace it with this figure. So if you can, definitely pick up the Tommy instead of this. Next up, I will be reviewing the Kanto Mid-Evolution starter Pokemon, Ivysaur, Wartortle and Charmeleon. So if you don't want to miss out on those reviews, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. If you liked that video, hit the thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more Pokemon toy reviews, hit that subscribe button now. Now go back and watch all my other videos, and I will see you all next time.